Hey everybody, welcome to episode 61 of Keith D. Johnson Financial Coach. Today I want to talk to you about more of a unique topic, which is what I wish I would have known about, financial literacy, building wealth, career and stuff when I was younger. Particularly, let's say if I'm 18, leaving high school, going into college. Let's talk about it. So, 60 podcasts in, a lot of them talk about how to make money, how to save money, how to reduce debt. But there's another key factor, very key, important factor about, building wealth. And it's not just understanding the tactical things to do with money. It's other softer skills that are very influential in your ability to be able to make money, build wealth, and have a great life. And so if I would talk to my younger self, my high school to college self, I would say, one, focus and build those soft skills, such as understanding how to build relationships, not transactional ones, but genuine ones where you know how to have friends and be a friend and understand to have friends with different skill sets and talents, ambitious people, people with good character, good integrity, right? These qualities, these types of things are a lot of the qualities, attributes that you need to be disciplined in building wealth and have a great life, great career at some point, right? So soft skills is key. Second, talk about the relationships, but building that network. So your network includes, the school, your classmates, the organization you're a part of, the organizations you choose to join, the cities you move to, and the people that you'll meet. All these different ways you want to expand that network, because that network can either teach you a skill or you can teach them a skill, or there can be another avenue of either growing clients, building clients, or building friendships and give you those business ideas or give you those tips and tricks of finance that they may have learned that you haven't learned yet, and they can teach it to you. So now you can leverage that new tool to now enhance your life, right? So you want to have the soft skills, be an honest, integrity, good character person, learn, grow, be around ambitious people, build your network, right? And then you want to make sure that after you start to do some of these things, then you can do some other basic finance things, such as like get your first credit card or get your first loan or whatever it needs to be, because you want to start to build credit. And one thing I did do as a freshman was I got a student credit card, which was from Chase, about the Chase Slate card. It was $300 credit card max, but it allowed me to begin to build credit, right? And it doesn't mean that you have to get into debt, but building credit to be able to apply for a good job, for an apartment, for a home, for a car, for a business loan, starting sooner rather than later, and getting a student credit card was one of the things that I did. Second thing is, if I would go back in time, is I would start to learn how to invest even sooner. I started investing when I was a junior in college, but if I would have known that my freshman year of college or high school or younger, then all those skills, all that knowledge, all that wealth would have been able to increase in value over an even longer time up to this period now versus me just starting when I was in college. Next, I will learn how to actually manage money. So you build the IQ from school, the EQ with relationships and people. You're starting to get your first bank account, your first credit card. But another key thing is understanding how to manage money, which is I would have started to build out and learn how to manage a budget. With my work study job, how much money I'm getting paid, how much money coming in from my scholarships and grants every quarter from school. What are my expenses, right? What's my living expenses, my entertainment, my food, any other ancillary things. And learning how to master that budget, it would help me to learn even earlier is how to allocate, how much I could allocate to saving, to investing, to help build wealth for me in the future. So that's something I think that would have been nice for me to start a little bit sooner, so I can better manage or better control money in advance. And then other than that, read those finance books. Wish I would have read some finance books earlier, started following the financial markets and talking to people that know finance or personal finance even earlier. So the person that inspired me was a fellow student that was in my business college program. He was, during my junior year, he had showed me that he was investing in Ford stock. At that time, it wasn't completely clear on investing in the stock market was, what it meant, how you do it. But thanks to him, he was my first exposure to investing, in equities. And I kind of lit that light for me to continue to do it, continue to get into it and learn it the best that I can. So I think that's key. And then reading and learning, because you have the books. So going from a lot of private schools, Catholic schools, they teach you how to memorize the books, but they don't encourage or employ you as much to read and learn about the reality, what's going on in the world. So reading news and articles and videos and assessments of politics, economics, about interest rates, all these sorts of things, I think would be extremely valuable if I learned that or was able to embrace that at a much earlier age to get me on that right track even sooner to get to where I am now. So I hope that some of these topics and things I shared about what I wish I would have known a little bit sooner are something that you do or something that you can start to do now so that you can start to be even more successful at building wealth, being more financially literate, and be able to help your family and friends get to where they want to go, especially when it comes to their financial goals. So that's it for episode 61. Please follow me on IG at KeithJ_the Financial Coach, as well as my YouTube channel, Keith D. Johnson Financial Coach. Have a good one. Peace.